Alright guys, so I wanted to give you an update. If you saw my live video, and also I kind of talked a little bit about it in one of my previous videos, I had a situation where a person reached out to me online. I thought it was a banker. Ended up being someone who is in insurance. They wanted to meet with me to learn more about my business, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, the service that I'm offering. They pretty much kind of took me by surprise. I was just absolutely shocked by what actually happened, by our conversation in person. So I just wanted to share that with you. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this load here. This is my 17 yard. This is quite a bit of tree debris, as well as just some random things. My understanding is that the homeowner bought this house near a lake. It was just kind of renovating it, cleaning it out, getting it all put together, and this is all from the previous homeowner, so probably a lot of old junky stuff in here. I'll be dumping this, and then I just kind of want to share with you what exactly happened for my situation with this person reaching out, and get you all up to speed. So I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So the situation that happened, I just got to my trailer stop where I park all my trailers. Oh, I say all, I literally have two. But basically what ended up happening was I went to this address. It ended up being a strip mall full of different businesses. So I'm thinking, okay, well, what business would most likely be the place from this guy, reaching out to me? And because he didn't give a suite number, he didn't give anything like that, he didn't give the name of the business, he just gave me the address. I'm thinking, well, it's probably not the gas station, it's probably not the nail salon, it's probably not the massage, whatever, massage parlor, whatever. So there was also a bank there, and among several other ones as well. So I figured, maybe it's a banker. He's trying to, he's trying to sell me a loan. He's got, foreclosures, or maybe he's got some type of customers, people who are redoing their homes. They need a dump trailer to get everything out of there. They just asked a recommendation. So I don't really know. And so I stand in line. I say, hey, is there and I'm not going to give the name, but does this guy work here? They're like, no. Never heard of him. I'm like, oh, okay. So I text him, hey, I'm here, through the Nextdoor app where he messaged me. Didn't reply. So I go back to my truck. I'm just kind of scratching my head. Well, I guess, listen, I'm willing to do whatever I've got to do. I'll go to every single business and look like a fool, act like a complete idiot, walking in there, hey, is so-and-so here? And just waiting until I actually get somebody who says yes. And so I was right there in the truck about to go do that, and then he said, hey, it's over here at this insurance place. Oh, okay. I went over to the insurance place, and lo and behold, there he is. Meets me at the front door, and we go back to his office. We start talking. He says, hey, can you just tell me about your business? What are you doing? How you doing it? Just give me anything you got. So kind of just pitching my whole business to him. Didn't really know what to expect after that. So I just told him the whole thing. I started it last year. I'm up to 2 trailers now, getting a little bit more consistency, getting some referrals from friends, from other people who have used me at least once. Had a few, contractors, roofers use me. That's just kind of where I'm at. And so kind of told him my purpose and, the name of my company, why I'm doing what I'm doing, all this stuff. And so he's like, well, tell you what, I've got clients right now that need dumpster rentals. Right now, I don't have anybody to really point in their direction. Before I give anybody any referral or anything, I want to meet the person. I want to talk to them, find out what they're doing, how they do things. He basically said, I want to be the hub for everyone to come to when you need a recommendation for a quality business. I want to be that guy. He's got a realtor he recommends. He's got a lawyer he recommends. He's got, down the list, a painter, plumber, he's got everybody. Who he has personally kind of vetted and he is vouching for. and is putting his reputation on the line for. And so he just said, listen, I've got a whole list of people who I put my own reputation on the line for. And before I do anything for anybody else, I want to meet the person. I want to know what's going on. I do want to help businesses, but I also want to help my customers. And his philosophy, which is just incredible, which is just great. Jesse Mims talked about it. You know, the idea of networking, being able to not consider your competition or your, competitors as your evil people or whatever, but simply networking, finding out who does what, and being able to point people in the right direction towards other companies and different things. Kind of along the lines of what he was talking about in a video I've mentioned about several times before. But there's just, for a guy who wants to be the hub, I'm thinking, what is he in it for? What's really, why is he doing this? Why would he want to reach out to all these companies and do these things? And he later told me, he was just like, hey, if you're the guy who has all the recommendations for the right people, I vouched for him. I believe, I've kind of already done my own vetting, and I'm verifying people. I trust these people who are on my list. And when you're the guy who everybody comes to for answers, you're most likely the guy who, in this case, you're probably going to buy insurance from, because you can trust him. He's got an answer for just about everything. And he's the guy who's going to find out. He's going to go above and beyond. He basically wants to over-deliver up front without any expectations. This guy did not try to sell me anything. No insurance, no commercial, the big commercial insurance, liability, any workers' comp, any of that kind of stuff. He did none of that. This guy, then later, actually, he asked me, so how can I help with advertising? How can I help you as a business? What can I do for you? Do you have any brochures? Do you have any, trifold? Do you have a business card? I do have a business card. I am still working on my brochure, or at least a flyer of some kind. And he said, well, if you'd like, we can steal my design for my brochure, my flyer, whatever, and we can just hook you up and do it right here. If you've got the time, I will help you do this right now. I'm like, dude, okay. He's like, just email me your logo right now. We'll put it on the paper. We'll go through all these different things. We'll put it together just the way you like it. I'll send it to you at the end of the, when we're done with this, and you can walk out of here ready to go with your, flyer in hand. I'm thinking, dude, are you serious? Like, you don't have to do this. Like, no, I'm here to help you. I told you. And I'm just like, man, this is just insane. I'm blown away. I don't know what to say. And he's like, this is just what I do for any business I talk to, I work with. I said, I can hook you up with, local groups where, I can't remember what he called it or what it was. I'm sure you folks probably know what they're called as well. But so basically a group of business owners who recommend each other. And they're, there's a, maybe an annual fee. And then basically they commit to recommending or referring each business that is in that group of business owners. And usually it's pretty tight knit. There's usually one company per industry or per, whatever they do. And so he recommended a few of those different community groups, whatever you want to call it, in my area. He's not in them, but he just said, hey, I know a bunch of people who are, and they can really help you out. They can really push you to more commercial clients, probably. That's one thing he asked, are you wanting to do more commercial, more residential? What do you care? What do you want to do? I said, I'm open to both. I'll take anything I can at my prices, but obviously, more of a commercial option would be more consistent, more repeat business. So that'd be nicer. But I'm not going to be, beggars can't be choosers. I have next to no name recognition. I'm grateful for anything. So it's just a little interesting how, in a world of selfishness, of short-term transactions, the people demand, well, if I'm going to do anything for you, I better see that money right now. And this dude, he apparently abhors that. He just hates that, because his whole philosophy is, I'm going to provide value, and then if you need any help at all, you'll know where to come to. I don't have to beg you. I don't have to put a huge sales pitch on to just hammer you with whatever. I'm going to serve you. I'm going to do anything I can to help you. And at the end of the day, you know where to come to if you need my services. And basically his whole thing was, I'm going to do all these things to serve and help people. And I just told him, obviously you've got to get paid at the end of the day. I mean, this is not exactly a charity. You're in insurance. You've got to be making money. And so basically he wants to serve and to give and do everything he can. And his philosophy, if I can say it the way he said it, when you're making money, I'm making money. And it's just so refreshing and interesting to hear that type of mentality, because people are so immediately selfish. Obviously, he's selfish to a certain degree. He's in it for profit. Of course, he wants to make money, duh. He was a business owner before this, being a insurance person as well. But I'm just saying, it's so refreshing to me. It makes me want to buy all of his services, all of his insurance, whatever, because he didn't ask for it. Because he literally, at the very end, he said, oh, by the way, health insurance, we now just started offering this. Don't know if you need it. Just throwing it out there. Literally, he didn't make any other pitches. He just threw out health insurance at the end. And actually, right now, because of my situation with my wife and her business insurance, or not her business insurance, but her health insurance through her employer, we missed the window for me to hop onto her insurance. So I need insurance. So after all of this, it was a two and a half hour operation, 2.5 hour conversation, where he put a flyer together, shared a whole bunch of information and helped me, pointed me in the right direction for several different things. And then just kind of casually, health insurance, it's a new option. If you need it, great. If not, great. How can you be upset at that? How can you feel pressure? I mean, it was zero pressure type of a situation. And this guy was just the nicest guy. I'm just like, man, there's nobody else out there like you. I mean, there's just not. That is such a long-term investment in people. That is a selfless, act for initially and seemingly in a lot of different areas. He gave up his time. He used his own flyer to change it into my stuff and do all that stuff for me. He's going to be hooking me up with a business lawyer, which maybe I'll be talking about in the near future. I want to get everything squared away on those more legal ends. And I'm still just blown away by the whole transaction, the whole thing. He gave nothing but value, made a slight little ask, which really doesn't even count. And I made no commitments to doing anything. And he made commitments to helping me in the future. He already reviewed my company online and said I've talked with a guy. He's a great person. Just incredible. And I'm so grateful for him. And he even mentioned, I'll help you out with advertising, Facebook ads, learning how to do this or that if I can help. I know business. I know how to run a business. I don't know the dumpster rental business, but I know how to run a business. And I've done it before, and I'm going to be doing it again, basically. It's kind of reading between the lines here, but he's not always going to be in the insurance game. But so yeah, that was kind of my interaction. All that started from, I was on my Nextdoor app, and I got a message from a guy, and he just said, hey, I have people who I'd like to refer them to you, and or you to them, and I'd love to meet. 99% of the time when you hear something like that, your hair stands up and you're thinking, man, there's no way. This is too good to be true. There's a catch. There's a pit that you're supposed to fall in. It's got to be pure selfishness. And this guy goes against the grain, man. Just blown away by him. Great guy. Very grateful for him. And this just kind of stirred up a few different ideas in my own mind for thinking of networking. What if I'm also the guy who's a hub, who can point you to the right roofer, the right whoever, to customers or whoever. So I'm just kind of bouncing that in my own mind a little bit here, back and forth, wanting to make more of a deeper commitment to being somebody like that, who customers can call. Hey, who would you recommend? Hey, So it's, or even a commercial client to a commercial client. Hey, I need somebody like this. Do you know anybody? And oftentimes it's not crazy. I've been asked questions already before, and I haven't been able to tell anybody because I don't know anybody, besides looking it up online, which is basically not a referral. It's just kind of, here's the first name on the list, but anyways, just wanted to share this with you. Very interesting, very exciting. He's going to be helping me with a few different things in the future, I think, as well. I am going to be hopping on that health insurance, I believe, because I need it, and I can't think of a more deserving guy that he just whatever the commission is, I don't really care. He's just an incredible guy, very helpful, very knowledgeable, and he's making the investment in me, and I want to make the investment back into him and have a working relationship going forward. So that's kind of where I'm at. Interesting situation. Let me know in the comments down what you think. Have you ever heard of this kind of a situation? If somebody said, hey, I'd like to send customers your way, can we meet? Would you actually believe him? Would you actually even meet with him? Would you even respond? I was just kind of blown away by the whole situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this trailer here. It is emptied out here. I'm gonna go grab my other trailer and take care of it as well, and move on to the next customer. I will catch you guys later. Hopefully you are having a great day today. Stay safe, guys, and God bless.